what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I've been super busy this morning. I've made about 5 bags of chopped up veggies for the freezer to throw in soups later. I also went ahead and peeled and froze up a bunch of bananas because we can use these for bread or smoothies or whatever we need them for, and they won't go bad this way because they were turning super brown. So those are going to go in the freezer along with these veggies. And then I also chopped up some carrots, celery, and onion, and I put those in my Kasori slow cooker. Bubba is just sauteing them for a minute, and then we added a whole chopped up zucchini to it. Kept it on saute for a few more minutes while I add the rest of our ingredients to our soup, and then we turned it to high and we left it on high for 4 hours because we are having soup for lunch. This is a big can of crushed tomatoes. I think it's like 28 ounces. If I could find it, I'll show you. And I'm just adding that to it for a nice tomatoey flavor in our soup. I'm going to stir it around. I went ahead and added about a cup of water, and I added a jar of chicken broth that I had in my freezer that I never got around to canning. So that can kind of work on some broth as it cooks. And then I just added a little bit more water just to kind of help it out. Now I'm adding some beef better than bouillon. I'm also going to add some of the Italian herb better than bouillon, and I went ahead and added a little bit more of the beef one after I stirred it around a little bit because I just didn't think I added enough for a nice beefy flavor. I wanted to make sure the soup was really packed with flavor because I certainly packed it full of veggies, and I want to make sure my kids really enjoy it and eat it. I am so thankful they are big soup eaters because they will eat soup, you know, any time of year, hot, cold, they don't care. I went ahead and also added some of this seasoned vegetable better than bouillon as well, just again to kind of pack in the veggies and the flavor to our soup really, really well. I'm going to add some pasta to this at the end, but I just really, really want the kids to enjoy it, and I know that, like I said, they are big soup eaters, but I'm trying to really push our veggies and make sure everybody enjoys those. I went ahead and added a spoonful of minced garlic, and now that is going to cook on high. Meanwhile, I'm cooking some bacon, and I went ahead and cut up a Roma tomato and added that to our scrambled eggs. So for breakfast today, we have scrambled eggs with Roma tomatoes, some bacon, and some blueberries and strawberries. This is our breakfast this morning. Good morning. Hi. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is Monday here. I'm at speech therapy with Mika and Bubba. They're inside getting their speech done. I'm sitting out here in the car. I thought I'd hop on here and say hi. I've been editing videos for a little bit. I thought I would kind of tell you guys about some changes we're making. If you see my grocery haul that should be up before this video, you'll notice that there was a lot of fruit and vegetables and a lot of healthier options. We are going to aim for healthier options in the things that we eat, maybe lean towards the Mediterranean diet eventually. We're not perfect. We're going to do our best. We're going to make some changes. James is not the healthiest eater. He is not a fan of vegetables or a lot of whole grain foods or replacing turkey or ground beef with turkey, things like that. And I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a struggle there, but for the kids and I, a low inflammation diet I feel is necessary because of the autoimmune diseases that run in our family, and several of my kids have. CJ has autoimmune asthma. Mika and James both have rheumatoid arthritis. Penny has food allergies, and I have rheumatoid arthritis and psoriasis, so I feel like we need to make some diet changes. We need more raw fruits and veggies. We need less meat. I'm not saying no meat, because I of course know that my kids need proteins, and iron and things that come in red meat. But we just need more vegetables, more fruit, more healthy options with less oils and fats in them. And so we're going to be making some changes. Another thing is that I'm going to be joining a gym. I would like to join the YMCA with the kids, but I got hit by a tornado, and so until it reopens, we are not going to have a family membership, because at the smaller gyms, it's too much. We have a Planet Fitness here, but it also got hit, so either Planet Fitness or the YMCA, but the YMCA has swimming, so that's kind of why I'm leaning towards that. But one of those will be where we go for our family pass eventually. But there's a gym here in town, and I think I'm going to start going there and working out every day early before school and breakfast and things, and kind of get that in every day, because I feel like I need that. I've been counting calories for several months. When my aunt passed away and CJ was in the hospital, that kind of went out the window. So I'm going to start back at that. But I really feel like that going to the gym every day would do me some good. I was down 33 pounds. I've gained back 17 pounds. So obviously I need to get my focus back. I would like to lose 100 pounds. I've said that before. And I'm one of those people who like saying, oh, I'll just do 5 pounds. I'll just do 10 pounds. I'll just do 20 pounds. That doesn't work for me. I need to know the end goal. And so for me, 100 pounds is a good end goal for me. And then from there, I can reassess things in my life and see how I'm doing. But 100 pounds is what I would like to lose. And I feel like that would do wonders for my spina bifida. It would do wonders for my arthritis. It would do wonders for my skin. It would do wonders for my sleep habits, I think. And I think as a whole, I'll be happier, and happier people feel better. So that's my goal. I was going to go over there today, but the lady has not answered my text yet, and there's nobody there. It's a 24/7 gym, and you put in your PIN code to get in the door. And so in order to go there, I need a PIN code, and then I can get in whenever I want to, which is kind of why I was thinking early mornings. Like on the days these guys have speech, I could go while they're in speech. But the rest of the week, I could just go early when I first get up, go work out, and then get home, make breakfast, and get school underway. And it's not disrupting anything else for me to do that. And I think it would do me some good. So that's kind of my goal right now. The healthier eating all the way across the table. I would like to eventually, like I said, switch to a fully Mediterranean diet, but I think we're going to have to make small changes as we go. So I didn't buy my kids hardly any snack food when I got groceries. I did buy them a box of Rice Krispie treats, and I bought a box of chips because we were going to do chips with our hamburgers the other night, and then we didn't. So they do have those, and I'm by no means just completely wiping out everything that's kind of like fun treats for them. I got ice cream too. But we're just going to make steady changes, I think. Offering more fresh and raw vegetables and fruits as options instead of cookies and chips and things for snacks. I think that's going to be a big thing for us. And then we're going to be trying to aim towards more healthy breakfast and less cereal, because I've kind of leaned on cereal pretty much the majority of this year, just because my insomnia has gotten so bad that when I get up in the morning, I'm just like, eat cereal or eat oatmeal. We are going to start doing some overnight oats, and I'm going to put some chia seeds in there. And so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing fresh fruits and veggies. I got a lot of frozen berries and things that I could cook in the mornings and add to their oatmeal if they want frozen berries and things in there. Or we could do cold overnight oats. We do have cereal, and there may be mornings where cereal is a thing, but it just will be much less often. And then eventually I'd like to phase that out or make my own like granola type cereal. So that's kind of, I don't know, we're just going to make some steady changes. breakfast, I'm going to start doing less oil and less grease when I cook. So I'm going to be very careful with the amounts of oils and stuff I'm using in our food. When I make them things like eggs for breakfast, I'm not going to, put a bunch of bacon grease in there. I'm going to be very careful with that so that we have less fats in our diet, less unhealthy fats. And then, like I said, lunches, we're going to lean towards Mediterranean type lunches, maybe vegetable soups, salads. We might do snacky trays with pickles and olives and cheese and goat cheese and maybe some crackers. Eventually, I would like to make crackers instead of buying them, but for now, we'll probably buy them. But we're just going to lean towards making smaller and healthier choices. I've talked to the kids about this, and I know that it would be a good thing for them, and I know it would be a good thing for me. So that's kind of where we're at with things. I did make bacon this morning, though. Like I said, it's not going to be a perfect change, but we are going to make changes. Dinners, I'm going to try to do less fried food, and I know James isn't going to be the most on board with that. But what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to fry something, I'm also going to make another option. At least for myself. If I make fried chicken, I know my kids are going to want fried chicken. And that's going to be okay with me. Like I said, I'm not going to try to just completely cut everything out of their diet right away. But when it comes to like my chicken, I may air fry it. I may throw it in my mini crock pot. I might bake it, but I'm going to completely cut myself out of fried foods. And I'm going to try to eat more salads. I'm going to do more like cucumber, tomato, and onion. I like that with just some Italian dressing. So I'm going to put that like in a container in the fridge so I can have that anytime I want something to snack on instead of reaching for a bag of chips or some crackers or whatever's convenient. I'm going to grab that. I'm also going to cook. I've got some chicken breast and I'm going to marinate those and then use my George Foreman to cook them so that if I eat a salad for lunch, if I would like, some added protein to bulk it up, I can just pull one of those out, warm it up in the microwave, slice it up and throw it on my salad or in a wrap or, just maybe eat it with some zucchini or something. But I'm going to try to start doing much better. I feel like big changes too drastically will meet me with resistance, and so I'm just going to start making slow changes. Tonight we are going to do fajitas for dinner. I'm going to have mine probably either just on my plate or I'll have a lettuce wrap, but we're going to do chicken. We had steak last night, so we have leftover steak I'm going to slice up, but I have chicken breast I'm going to slice up and marinate or season and let sit a while. I'm not sure yet. And then I have some shrimp I'm thawing out. So I'm going to do chicken, steak, and shrimp fajitas with bell peppers and onions, and I'm going to do some mushrooms because James doesn't eat bell peppers and onions in his fajitas. He only eats mushrooms. So I'm going to get that made tonight for dinner. We have soup for lunch. This morning we had scrambled eggs with Roma tomato. We had bacon, and we had strawberries and blueberries. And so that was breakfast. That'll be lunch. That'll be dinner. And we've got to get school underway. Last week, we only did school a few days because we had a stomach bug after VBS go through the house like a tornado. It went through some of the kids twice. So now that everybody's better, we're going to get back after it. Some of the kids are loving the new curriculum. Some of them not so much. Some of them are using a mixture of curriculums. And so I'll show you guys all that. Eventually, I need to film that soon. But we are enjoying it. It just takes a lot more of my day than previous things we've used. And so I've got to adjust myself a little bit. But I think we'll get it figured out. We have been running out of time sometimes where we will do school all day long, all the way up till 4 or 5, like from early in the morning. And it'll be 4 or 5 and we're not done yet. We haven't even hit, like we just did the literature, which has like geography and art and all kinds of things in it, spelling. But we'll do that, and sometimes that's 3 or 4 pages. And then they'll do their math, which sometimes is 3 or 4 pages. And by the time I individually do that with all 4 or 5 kids, depends on how many of them need my help, but a lot of it is like read the child this, help them do this, and so it's individual through all of them. I don't have any that are in the same grades this year, and so by the time I help 5 kids, it's like almost dinner time, and we aren't every day hitting history, we're not every day hitting science, we are not every day hitting our read aloud. So I've got to make some adjustments and figure out maybe which kids need me more, which ones need me less, so that I can figure out how to make this work. But they all seem to really enjoy the work that they're doing, so it's just a matter of figuring out how to make it our time work. Especially on days where we have speech, because by the time I get home, it's like 11 and 11:30, and if I stop at the store, sometimes it's 12, so then we start really late. So I don't even aim on those days to do the science, history, or read aloud. And the other 3 days, it's just work, and some days we just don't get to it, or we might just get to history, we might just get to science, and so I've really got to work on my time management with all of that. But anyways, my kids should be done soon, and I'm going to go step inside and check on things. I just kind of wanted to hop on here and kind of tell you guys about our diet changes we are going to be having. I kind of went back and forth on the autoimmune diet because there's so many things that it cuts out that I don't know that it would be possible for us to eat it. Financially, even, not just financially though, like with the things that James will and won't eat and Penny's allergies, it would just kind of be really hard. But I think the Mediterranean diet will be great for us, and I think that if we start making our bread, we start making our crackers and snacks and things, we start doing more soups because they are loaded with bone broth and veggies and, you know, all that goodness, I think that big changes will come and big changes will happen, and we will all do better for those. So I hope you guys will come along with us on this journey, because it's going to be new and it's going to be big, and I'm excited for it. I used to do everything from scratch, and it's just over the years between working, I used to work 4 12s at the jail, and then I would work 2 16s at the nursing home, and then I had one day off where I had to clean my whole house, do all the laundry, including diaper laundry for 3 kids. I had to do, did I say shopping? I had to do all the cleaning, the laundry, the shopping. I had to prep meals to go in my crock pot and things because I was hardly ever home, and James worked as well. I had a daycare that was scared to feed Penny, and I had to prep and bring all her food pre-measured to like their USDA requirements that they followed. And so like I had to work within her allergies, which were much worse than they are now. Like before it was tree nuts, peanuts, eggs, soy. And so I had to follow all of those and still feed her breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks at daycare and follow their rules. And so I had a lot going on my one day off, and all I would think about all day was taking a nap. But when that all happened, I was trying to go very easy on our meals when I was home, or when I was prepping meals, because James might come home and throw together a box of scalloped potatoes and a veggie, and Penny would just get the meat I had in the crock pot and the veggie because she couldn't have the scalloped potatoes because of the soy, or the butter was margarine, or whatever. And so over the years, it just got easy to do a lot of boxed things, and I would like to get back to making my own bread all the time. I would like to get back to making my own crackers. I used to make all our goldfish crackers, our graham crackers, our saltine crackers. I used to make Chex Mix all the time for the kids. I used to make granola. Yeah, so I would like to get back to doing that, and that's my goal. And I think it would be better for all of us. And so I hope you guys will come along on this journey with us. If you're not already a subscriber, I hope you'll subscribe and keep up with us on all of this. And if you're already a subscriber, I hope you guys enjoy coming along with us on this journey, and that maybe I can inspire you, and you guys can also inspire me and give me ideas on things that might help me as well, because having a large family, sometimes it's hard to come up with meals that are super healthy and still keep them full. My kids are never full. I don't even know why I said that. My kids are never full. Like, they eat a meal, and as soon as I put away all the food and do all the dishes, they're like, Mom, I'm hungry. And they eat fruit all day long. They eat snacks once a day, like from our snack tub, which is going to eventually be eradicated, and it'll just be like celery and crackers and fruit and things like that. But yeah, and they eat 3 meals a day, and they all eat more than 1 plate. So I don't know. I think once we're switched over to completely whole foods, they'll eat less because they'll be more full. But we'll see. Anyways, I need to get inside. I just keep talking. So I'm going to get off here, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. It has been raining on and off since 4 a.m., at times pretty heavily. I'm waiting for the rain to slow back down, and then I'm going to run to the house because I'm wearing flip-flops and I'm not falling on my face in the rain.
Oh, 9. And then 10. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
You're like a river in the dark. You stare me right, you lit the spark. And I can feel you tearing down every wall. Come one, come all. You're like an early morning breeze. Your soft red lips.
That the Emperor's loyal servant is seriously ill. Okay, our soup has been on high for about 4 hours. Now I'm just adding some of these alphabet noodles. I picked these up at Aldi or Save-A-Lot for like 33 cents, 39 cents, somewhere in there. I'm going to put our slow cooker on boil and let those finish cooking. Then soup will be ready, and I'm going to go ahead and get some laundry going while we are on our lunch break before we finish school. So here is our finished soup, and I also made everybody a grilled cheese sandwich to go with it.
Hypnotizing. My eyes are set on you.
Quick snack today, everybody is having half of a grapefruit.
Through the fields of young romance, and under blue skies with an open glance, we're head over heels, filled with dreams. Come all, everything, just when I need you. You set sail and navigate.
Okay, we are done with school and I'm getting dinner going, so I started making some rice in my Instant Pot. I did 2 cups of rice with 2 cups of water. I added some of this chicken and tomato bouillon, as well as some chili powder and some onion powder, and I'm going to let that cook on the rice function while I work on our dinner. I cut up some leftover steak from yesterday. I also thawed out some shrimp, and I cut up some chicken breast, and all of these have been seasoned with fajita seasoning. It's just this Kinder's fajita blend, and I'm going to get these all cooking in separate skillets, and everybody can decide what kind of fajitas they want at the time dinner is done. Whether they just want chicken, just want beef, just want shrimp, or they want a combo, or they want all 3, they can choose. I also have some mushrooms over there cooking for James and a couple of the kids that like mushrooms in their fajitas, and then some bell peppers and onions cooking for everybody that likes those. So here is our dinner finished and ready to serve. I'm just going to start heating up tortillas and making plates. I also have salsa, sour cream, Greek yogurt, guacamole, and shredded cheese. Completely forgot to film what our plates look like, but it was absolutely delicious. Thank you guys for coming along today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time with another new video. Bye.